I'm not a super religious person, so I feel like sports is a community. Going like to get my coffee this morning, I was wearing a Warriors shirt and the guy was like, hey, go Warriors, like someone I don't know. It's just easy to start conversation with people in your own community or strangers even. You're part of the same team.
My name's Samantha Robinson. I'm from San Jose, California, born and raised in the Bay Area, and I am a huge sports fan, specifically the Raiders, Giants, and especially the Golden State Warriors.
I think sports really helped my relationship with my dad. So when I was younger, I wasn't super into sports. I was still very much like girly, pink Power Rangers, all those things. But he was specifically a Raiders, Giants, Warriors fan. And so I picked that up as I grew up. So my relationship with my dad in sports is still very much the same. We watch a lot of the games together. It's actually nice because it's never an awkward, let's have dinner. It's always like, let's watch the game together. And when we see each other, it's not like, how's your life? It's like, did you see the Warriors game last night? The outfit I'm wearing now is definitely a super fan look that incorporates all three of my favorite teams. But the hat I got from this really cool American Express Dub Nation party that I recently went to. The scarf is actually it's a bandana from a long time ago that my dad gave me. So it's just been around for forever. I'm very much a proponent of bodysuits and jeans. We even threw in some silver earrings to kind of round it out, bring in the Raiders colors, Warriors and Giants. But this is absolutely something I would wear to like a sports bar, or at some point where all my 3D teams are in season at once, which doesn't happen very often.
I came to fall in love with the Warriors little over 10 years ago. Always been a Warriors fan and Raiders fan and a Sharks fan and Giants fan, but when I started really watching it was in high school and during that right before they got into this We Believe year. And the Warriors were bad for a long time, same as the Raiders, so I understood how that went. And I think we always want to root for the underdog, so it was this exciting time where they miraculously made a run for the playoffs and got it. They were the 8th seed. They took out seed number 1 in the first round of the playoffs. And it was that motto that just was like, we believe we can actually make the playoffs and we did. Then we took out the first seed and then we kind of moved on from there. And we didn't win the title that year, but it spurred the fan base and everyone just kind of rallied together to root for this underdog team that was finally rising up and being exciting and being fun again. Like the moment that's actually on this shirt is a big one. It was that same We Believe year. I mean, we had just taken out the Dallas Mavericks in the first round, which were the number 1 seed. No one thought we would. And then we were playing the second round of the playoffs and Baron Davis literally dunked, posterized AK-47. So it was just such a crazy moment. I'll never forget it. I found this shirt at a store called True, and I think it's only in San Francisco. It's not a chain. And they literally had this shirt like the next season after this had happened. So wearing this shirt now, it's just kind of like an ode to being an OG Warrior fan. If you wear a Steph Curry jersey now versus like when you first started, it's not as cool. So this outfit is something I would wear out to a bar where I'm trying to look a little more trendy, cute, definitely in a social setting and not as super fan, but absolutely still a fan. But making it trendy by adding a choker, distressed denim, heels, kind of like edgy ear climbers, just to feel attractive, feel fun, feel my age, but also still maintain my sports fan persona. So I work for Kendra Scott, which is a lifestyle brand really specializing in jewelry. The store itself is elevated and the brand is elevated, so we need to have an elevated style. We can't really wear lace-up sneakers, we cannot wear flip-flops, we cannot wear sports gear to work. I find other ways to represent my team by repping their colors. At the Kendra Scott, we have a color bar.
Raiders.
So at Kendra Scott, you can actually customize jewelry to be certain colors and metals. So my first day of training in Manhattan Beach, I made a blue and gold ring for the Warriors, It was like my lucky ring. After we lost to the Cavs in the last NBA Finals, I felt like I could not wear maroon and that dark yellow for weeks. I felt like everyone would know I was wearing Cavs colors. So I have a ton of like wine, burgundy, maroon colored clothes, and they were left untouched for weeks and weeks and weeks. My coworkers definitely know whether I'm wearing like my Warriors ring, that blue and gold ring, or if I'm decked out in the blue jumpsuit, that it's for a reason. But usually there's a game on if I'm in blue and yellow. For a typical work outfit, this is something I would wear, and I feel like it brings a professional vibe to layer this white button down underneath a really cool cobalt blue jumpsuit. So that's what we're doing up here. Because I'm wearing so much blue, I definitely want to accessorize with plenty of gold jewelry, and that's really where I fill in for the yellow. I really just think the gold does it, kind of a golden state of mind. So gold simple earrings, gold necklaces layered, and then just a little bit of gold bracelets and rings to kind of finish off the look. I definitely would want to wear a heel, so either a nude heel or any type of tan leather heel really works well and doesn't take away from the colors that I'm wearing. So when I'm going from work, maybe afterwards to a bar or a club, I would easily remove this shirt underneath and then let kind of the skin show on my shoulders and back. And so I have more of a fun, trendy vibe that works for that type of atmosphere.